in everything we do. Following Imam Ali's example help Shia Muslims live a faithful life with kindness and integrity. Conclusion. Fasting is a way for Shia Muslims to grow spiritually, help others, and strengthen their connection with Allah. Imam Ali, as the first Imam, showed us how to live with justice, wisdom, and compassion. By following his example, Muslims strive to be better people and serve humanity with love and fairness. That's all. For Muhammad wa ali Muhammad sallallahu.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajahum. For the Shabar Jafri, to encourage him, please recite loud salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. Without further delay, I request Maulana Sayyid Raza Rizvi to come to the member for today's majlis. For Muhammad wa ali Muhammad, salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajahum.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين من الآن إلى قيام يوم الدين رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Please recite a salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. The salawat has to be better than this. Please recite another salawat. Allahumma salli. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, dear brothers and sisters. Alhamdulillah, we have passed almost 19 days. Well, we have passed 19 days of this holy month, and we are into almost the end of the month. And Allah Ta'ala has given us this opportunity and ni'mah that the last 10 days of the holy month are the holiest days, and especially the odd nights of Qadr are recommended for doing the Shabbedari, doing the all-night ibadat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. These are the opportunities which has given to us by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The month by itself is a good opportunity, and these nights are the opportunity that we get this idea and make this idea into action that we are more than flesh and blood, that we are more than people who are only thinking of their physical and worldly well-being, but they're focusing on something which is bigger and better than that. And that's what you brothers and sisters have proven. Alhamdulillah, yesterday we had Amal here till 2:30 in the morning, and although the Joshana Kabir is really big, the namaz of the Qaza Umri, that is kind of tiring. But note that in your mind, because if you note this in your mind, inshallah, it's gonna help you go and grow further. And make this note in your mind that all these things, even if they are difficult to do, or they are tiring, and even if you're, let's say, yawning and twisting and turning while doing the Joshana Kabir, that is registered in Allah's books. It is registered. When I say it is registered, what does that I mean? It means that it will have consequences. The good consequences, that which is not gonna help only in your individualistic lives, but your lives as a group as well, your life as a ummah as well. There's a story that one of the students of Imam Jafar Sadiq alayhi salam, I forgot the name of the student. He was a really good student of Imam. And when you are a good student, and if you have a teacher like Imam, you never want to part from him, right? So he was a really good student, a really good Shia, a really practicing Shia. But he had to go and live probably in Kufa or some other place with his family. And when he went away from Imam, he was really like he was in distress. He didn't like it. He wanted to go back to Imam, right? It's like when you have this, river flowing and you're thirsty, you want to be with the river all the time. But Imam told him not to come back and stay there. He said, Imam, when I come over here, even my family members, they are not practicing. Even my family member, when I sit with them, it looks like I'm in a sajan, I'm in a jail, I'm confined here. Imam said, no, still stay there. Why? Because your mere presence in that community is making and bringing the blessings in that community. Mere presence. I mean, he's a student of Imam. Of course, he's talking to people and doing the tarweej of Islam and doing the tabligh of Islam. But he said, the mere presence of you there is making that community blessed. What I'm trying to get from this story is the point that even if we are living in a place or in times which are really, really bad, within one day, 24 hours or 36 hours, there are 400 people killed like this. These are the times we are living in. Wiped out from the face of the earth. Not the soldiers, not the fighters, but the children and the women. Shattered into pieces by tons of bombs. Really, really difficult times. A place where you cannot even talk about this. If you talk about this, now the laws are being forged that you'll end up in jail probably. And a difficult place. But if we do the good thing, we keep up with the good work, inshallah, this shaitaniyat, this shayateen would be gone away from this community, from the place where I'm living in the days I'm living in. So the point here is that don't take it granted. Don't take it like this, that okay, it was there for young brothers and sisters. My mother and father wanted me to stay here. No, brothers and sisters. If your niyat, inshallah, your niyat was not like this. But if your niyat was like this, change your niyah. Inshallah, we still have 2 more nights to go. Make this niyah that with this ibadah, with this khalisna min an-nar ya Rab, I'm not getting rid of nar, getting rid of hellfire for myself, but for my community as well. I'm getting rid of hellfire from the whole humanity. These are the ayyam, these are the days of Imam al-Muttaqeen, right? Imam al-Mu'mineen and Imam of Kulli Kawn Makan. Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib, please say salawat. Whether people consider him Imam or not, he is the Imam for anything Allah Ta'ala has created. Not only human beings, not only jinn, but the Imam of Kawn Makan. Imam of everything. Just like Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Allahumma salli ala is rahmatul lil alameen. He is Imam al-Alameen. And being follower of Imam al-Alameen, you as an individual, as a Shia of Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib, has the responsibility to take this burden. What burden it is? To take the burden to keep the good work going. To keep on this path of spiritual wayfaring. To keep on this path to link yourself and your relatives and your communities and the whole humanity to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Unfortunately, we are not doing it actively. We are supposed to do it actively. We need to learn about Islam and then spread the word of Islam. That's what Imam says, that tell people what we say and they'll start loving us. Because what Imam say, the hadith of Imam, hadith of Rasul, attracts the hearts of a person who is on his fitrah. Because those words are according to the Words of fitrah, according to the make and model of our fitrah, our nature. The nature is not good translation of fitrah, because nature is actually tabi'ah, which is kind of, in some instances, totally opposite of fitrah. Fitrah means like your essence, your godly essence, the ilahi essence you have in your spirit, in your soul. This is what fitrah is. Everyone in this world is born on that fitrah, with that ilahi essence in them. There are a lot of brothers and sisters who are around us, and when I come back, I talk, well, I was living in US, and I know US a little bit. I worked here too. But now, because I'm not here for a long time, so when I come over here, I talk like I'm a visitor, and I'm a visitor right now. So when you come back from a place which is like Islamic and everybody is Muslim, to a place where majority is not Muslim, you have a different kind of vision, or you see a different thing. What we see here is this, that of course there are so many bad people, but majority of the people who are not even not Muslims, they are mustazafin. They're oppressed. Nobody told them how to connect their fitrah to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Nobody told them. The regular people, the regular Joe next to you, your neighbors. Not because that I will be in good books of those who are in, newspaper or in media, but these are the teachings of Islam, that I, as a Muslim, as a Shia, have to love each and every person in this world, regardless of their religion. Why? Because they're born with that fitrah. They're born with the wilayat of Ali ibn Abi Talib. The only problem is this, that because the places they are living in, because those people who are ruling them, they're hiding them away from the reality, which is Imam Ali alayhi salam. Which is Islam, which is Sharia, which is the way towards Allah. So while we are doing this, a passive way of keeping the good work going, inshallah, it might change into an active work. Not by pushing them to, accept Islam. Just give them the words of Rasulullah. Give them the words of Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam. When they see that whenever anybody used to come to their house, they wouldn't ask that who are you, where you from, what your ethnicity is. They will take the hand out from their door and give them away. Give the charity away. These are what Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam are. Regardless of what belongings you have, whom you belongs to, if you come to the door of Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam, your need will be fulfilled. Whether that need is physical need or that need is a spiritual need. The world is in a dire need of a spiritual well-being. A dire need. If we can hear the shouts coming out from the inner soul of human beings, because they want the system of imamah, which you and I got for granted. So please don't take it as granted, please. Try to work on that thing actively, not passively. Please recite a salawat. I was thinking of connecting to my last day's lecture a little bit, but I think I wouldn't have that much time, so I'll just say a few words of Imam Ali alayhi salam about Akhirul Zaman, and inshallah we're going to go for the Masahib. Please recite another salawat. So like brothers and sisters know that our discussion is eschatology, the end times, what is going to happen in end times. We are kind of examining, not examining, but discussing the ahadith, specifically 2 ahadith of Khisal, specifically the second one where Rasulullah gave some signs of the end times and how the society in the end times will be upside down and inside out. And our goal by discussing it is this, that we know these problems, make the diagnosis, and try to treat these problems. If we see these problems in our communities, in ourselves, in our families, we are going to try to get rid of it. Why? Because, yeah, this is probably the end times, but end times gives us more responsibility, makes us more responsible as Muslims, and specifically as the Shias of Amirul Mu'minin, who are willing to help the Imam Akhir Zaman, Imam Mahdi alayhi salam. Please recite salawat. So this is a theme of discussion. So we discuss few things. Inshallah, we're going to discuss in the future. But like I said, these are the specific days which are blessings over blessings on us, that we have Imam Ali who departs this world. His demise or his shahada makes us sad, but there's another spiritual way of looking at it. And inshallah, we're going to talk about this later. Just one sentence. I'll say this because it's related to the Akhir Zaman. And Imam Ali alayhi salam, when he was coming back after Jang-e-Naharawan, the war, the battle happened between Khawarij and Imam Ali. He was coming back. He gave some of these sorts of news of Akhir Zaman, or eschatology, like we said before. And after that, the more important part is this, that I brought, like, there's a khutbah in Najul Balagha. You can go back and see khutbah number 187. And in that's the khutbah Imam delivered when he was coming back from Naharawan. I just got like 2 sentences of it. I'm going to take one sentence today and the next one tomorrow. When Imam gave this, news that this is what's going to happen, and then he said, when these things happen, what you're going to do, O people, throw away these burdens that weigh heavily on your backs from your hands. So when he's talking about the fitna, when he's talking about these burdens, that's what's going to happen, he said, like, try to get rid of those burdens. Just make a small point here, and inshallah I'm going to go for Masayib. But this is a really, really important point. I want you to try to focus. I know you are tired. I know like you didn't have enough sleep. What Imam is saying here is this, that this fitna, these things, these turbulations, these problems would be given to you, would be shoved in your face. What do you have to do? You have to avoid it. Don't, in other way of saying it, if anybody is trying to manipulate you with all these fitan, try to use you, don't get used. Brothers and sisters, as Shias, we need to know this, that as Shias, as Mu'mineen, we have to stick to one line, and that line is line of wilayah. Any other leadership, any other person coming to you saying that I'm gonna help you, help your community, help Shias, help Muslims, don't pay heed to them. Anyone who is trying to get you in trouble, any sort of leader, don't go behind him. We have only one leader. We have only one system, and that's the system of wilayah. I'm not gonna go further into detail to it. But that system is the system of wilayat of Amirul Mu'minin alayhi salam. Like Maulana was talking about Ghadir yesterday. That's what Ayatollah Jawad Amli said. That I believe that he said that if the Ummah would have forgotten about Ghadir, Ashura wouldn't have happened. Ghadir is important. But again, unfortunately, sometimes when we talk about this like this, we say that, okay, our Bade Bhai, right? The big brothers, Ahl Sunnah, they dropped the ball. No, as an ummah, all of us dropped the ball. All of us. Even Shias, I have the right to criticize myself, right? As a Shia, How much am I in link with Imam Ali? How much? How much do I think Imam Ali as my leader than anyone else? These are the nights where we sit down and ponder about this, brothers and sisters. Sallallahu alayka ya Amir al-Mu'mineen. Brothers and sisters, these 3 days are really, really difficult days for the children of Amir al-Mu'mineen. They said, like I said in the majlis, in the amal yesterday, that when Imam Ali was taken from the masjid to the house, and Rahbar Muazzam said these masaib, I'm going to repeat them again, that Imam was taken by Imam Hassan and Imam Hussein, and of course Imam Hassan and Imam Hussein were crying. Imam Ali talked to them, talked to his sons and said, "Oh Hassan, oh Hussein, don't cry, it's not a big deal, it's shahada. The shahadat is what we are going to get. Shahadat is what you are going to get, oh Hassan. Shahadat is what you are going to get, oh Hussein." But Imam Ali, when he saw Zainab Kubra and Kulthum crying, then he started crying too. This is what Rahbar Muazzam says, that he started crying. I don't know why Imam Ali was crying, seeing Zainab and Kulthum crying. Maybe because Imam Ali saw the future after Ashura, there will be Zainab coming to the same Kufa, where there wouldn't be any shelter of me or any shelter of Hassan. Instead of shelter of Hussein, she would have the head of Imam Hussein with her. Brothers and sisters, these are really difficult days for Imam, not for Imam, but the family of Imam. These are the difficult days for us. But for Imam, they said that he was taken from one mihrab of Masjid Kufa to the other mihrab of his house. Imam said, "O Hassan, O Hussein, O my Shias, leave me alone with my Lord. Leave me alone with my Lord on the corner of my house." He was sitting there doing manajat with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is your Imam, brothers and sisters. When you were doing manajat with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala last night and the nights coming, you were doing those manajat with Imam Ali. Imam who had a wound so deep so that they asked the surgeon to come and examine it. And surgeon said, "Oh, the people, oh, the family of Amir al-Mu'mineen, just prepare to depart from Amir al-Mu'mineen. There is no way I can treat this wound." They said while this doctor or tabib was saying this thing, Ibn Muljim Mal'un said one more thing, that, "Oh Ali, the sword I struck you with was also poisoned. There was no chance for Imam Ali to survive." When the Shias of Imam Ali heard that, they started accumulating outside the house of Imam Ali, while Imam was sometimes passing out and sometimes coming to his senses. He asked Hassan and Hussein, "Oh Hassan, who are these people? Why are they outside my house?" They said, "Ya Ali, Ya Abi, these are your Shias." You know what Imam Ali said? Said, "Oh Hassan, oh Hussein, go and tell them I have my daughters in this house. And when my daughters see my face like this, they start crying. I don't want you to hear the cries of Zainab Kubra. I'll ask Ali, I'll ask my Imam, oh Imam, you cannot bear that your Shias would listen to the cries of Zainab Kubra. Oh my Imam, come to the court of Sham.
ulama say that the Masa'ib of Karbala and the Masa'ib of Sham, this is sufficient to see that Yazid Mal'un was sitting drunk and Zainab Kubra had to talk to her. وسيعلم الذين ظلموا أي منقلب ينقلبون.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajahum. MOMIN, since we have a couple of minutes before the Azan, I will go over the program detail for tomorrow night, inshallah. Tomorrow night program will be same as we had yesterday. The 6:30 will be the Qurani halqa, followed by the salam, and then English speech, and Maghrib salat. After Maghrib namaz, the iftar will be served. After iftar, inshallah, we'll have the Isha salat, followed by the salam marsiya in Urdu and speech in Urdu by Sayyid Maulana Mudarris Shah Musfi, and followed by, after the speech, inshallah, will be short amal. And after the Isha Salat will be short amal,